What is going on, pirates? It is Sean here, back with another deck video, and today we are talking about the main man, Law, Red Purple Law, in EB01, and he's also looking to be quite the menace in OP07. Now, Red Purple Law is a very fast and aggressive deck that has a very heavy emphasis on board removal. Before we get into the deck list, if you are new here, please like and subscribe. I have plenty more One Piece content on the way, especially for beginners. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into the deck list.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so here is my Red Purple Law deck list that I've been kind of testing and playing with. I think it's for the most part pretty solid. There might be a couple of things I've changed in the future, but it has pretty much the basic essentials of everything. So let's go ahead and take a look and kind of just talk about a lot of the changes for EB01. First up, we have Kid and Killer. You gotta have this card. It's just so good. Not only is it rush, but when attacking your opponent's at 2 or less life, it gets plus 2,000. So playing this off leader effect is super good, but just playing it in general, I mean, you're getting 7k swings. So, I mean, if you don't use any of your Dawn, you go 5, 5, 5, depending on how big your board is, and then play this either for 4 Dawn or with leader ability and getting a 7k swing. So you're just draining your opponent's cards. It's really good. And yeah, I mean, of course, you need to run 4. Then we got 2 of the Choppers. This card I've kind of been is kind of hit and miss. I think it is good because it's just an extra blocker, and it's Dawn 2, when attacking, give up 20 of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power during this turn. So you can do that every single turn as long as you don't, as it stays on the board. So I don't use it as often as some of the other cards in this deck, but I mean, it's also not a brick, so I just am running 2. It's not quite as good as Shariah, and we'll get to that card here in a second, but it is a cool blocker, and you know, I think it's worth running at least a couple. We have 4 Otamas, 2k counter, give up 20 of your opponents minus 2,000 power during this turn. I do use this card here and there, but it really is there for the counter, I think, more. But the on play is pretty solid. But yeah, I mean, people have been playing this card since OP01 because it's an OP01 card, so don't really have a lot to say about it. But I think that, you know, if you want to sub this out for a different 2k, I think that's totally fine. I've just kept it in because it does come in handy. And we're running 3 Rush Zoros. So, I mean, yeah, there's one point where I think I had 3 out on the board, so I was just playing super aggro. And I think it's just a good card, just, you know, simple aggression, just playing it, board on turn. And if you have another one in hand, play another one. And if you add up your Dawn, you can, don't swing with it, and then put 2 Dawn on it from the on-play from, Bond Clay. Or if you had the Eustace Captain Kidd blocker out, you can potentially buff it up and put it on Zoro if you don't swing with it. But yeah, I think 3 is good. I know a lot of some people will run 4. I think 3 is the good spot for me. And we're running 3 Shariah. This card is really good. So it is a blocker, and when attacking or when blocking once per turn, this character's base power becomes the same as the power of your opponent's leader until the start of your next turn. So until the start of your next turn, that's really good. But it's just super good defensively. I feel like I use this card more defensively than I do offensively. But if it's like really late in the game and things are kind of in my favor, or I need to just get that extra swing in, I'll use it. But defensively, this card is just fantastic. Like, it's one of the best blockers, red. So, because for a while, red's blockers were kind of hit and miss, but I think this might be the best red blocker in the game. So I think 3 to 4 is really good. We have 4 Raise Max, which is pretty much just a cheap man's Gordon. It does the same thing, and it's literally the same card. So, but I mean, you can only run 4 of each. So I mean, this card's ideal for this deck. You definitely want to run 4, especially if you don't have the Gordons. 4 is definitely essential, but I think with these and the Gordons, and I guess I'll just go ahead and cover both of them since, again, they're both the same card. But they literally both do the same thing. You play it, you place it at the bottom of your deck, and give something minus 3,000. So if you have multiples of these in your hand, you can potentially bottom deck like 8-cost Moria or 8-cost Big Moms. So it's really good, but it's just also, it can pretty much bottom deck like a lot of the lower cost units. The only thing that I think it can't really touch is like the really heavy stuff like the 10-cost Big Moms and like stuff in that range unless you have 4 in hand. So I think if you run 3 of or 4 of these and maybe 2 of the Gordons, but again, the Gordons are super expensive. So basically, you know, just maximize on these as much as you can, but I totally understand that if you can't afford the Gordons, you weren't able to get your hands on them earlier. But I think 3 or however you want to do it, 4 of these, 2 of these, you know, or maybe even 5, but as many as you can, because these cards are very great and they're very essential, and they're pretty much the spice of this deck. They really help out, and just really that's where the removal is. With some of the other cards too, but this is like the main removal type cards. Then we got the Film Promo Law, which is on play, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power during this turn. So it's a 4 cost, so you can play it off your leader, but really you want to play it for its effect, and then you want to play it before your leader's effect to minus something. But yeah, I think it's good. I think with Raise Max and Gordon coming out, it's not as good as before. Like in OP05, I think you kind of had to have these in the Gordons. So if you're in 4 of these and 4 of the Gordons, that was like a standard red purple law list. But with Raise Max being added, I think that a lot of people have maybe taken it out. I'm still running it because it still helps out, and it's another 4 cost unit, and it's a 1k counter, so I'm not really losing anything. So I'm just running 4 because that's what I'm running in my main deck, paper deck. We got 4 of the Bond Clays. This card is just absolutely nuts. So on play, not only are you getting ramp, but when attacking, choose up to one of your opponent's characters. This character has the same base power as the chosen character for this turn. So pretty much like this can like go toe to toe with Moria. It can go toe to toe with the big moms, like the 10 cost big moms. So this card is just absolutely insane. Like you have to run 4 of these. Now, granted, again, like the Gordons, they are pretty expensive. So if you can trade or find a way to get them a good deal on these cards, but ideally you definitely want to run 4 of these, because it's not only are you getting ramp, but it's just really good. And the other thing with this card is that if you play it off leader effect and you already have a Dawn, you're getting a Dawn back from Kid. So you're getting 2 Dawn back, and you can potentially use that for other characters or use it on your leader if you haven't swung with your leader yet. So that's also really good. But also your opponent's going to want to get rid of this immediately when it's on the board. So it's basically a free blocker. So it is hard to defend. That's the only downside to this card. But you definitely want to run 4. And of course, we're running 4 of the Kid blockers. We all know what this card does. Your turn, once per turn, when a Dawn card from your field is returned to your Dawn deck, you get 1 back and you set it as active. So yeah, you basically kind of just want to set this card up, not because blockers for defense, but also because its ability. You're basically getting Dawn back. So you're really only you're using 2 from your leader. So it's really good, and it's ideal for this deck to make it run a little bit smoother and make it kind of ramp a little bit better. So yeah, don't really have a lot to say about this card. A lot of like Purple Luffy, if you played that, you know how this card works. But yeah, it's an essential card for this deck. And we have 4 Reijus. So on play, if you have equal to or less Dawn on your field than your opponent, and if you have 5 or less cards, you draw 2 cards. So for Law, this card really helps out and saves you from starving. From basically your opponent trying to starve cards out of you. This refreshes your hand, and also you can play it off leader, so it's ideal. So again, it's another essential card like the Kids and the Bond Clays and so and so. And it's a 1k counter. So again, you're not really losing anything. But yeah, you definitely want to run 4 of these for sure. And we just have 2 Eins. I know a lot of decks are running 4. I just have 2 currently. But it is a brick, but its on play is really good. Add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rested. So you don't set it as active, but you are getting some ramp. So if you play this off your leader ability, you're getting 1 back. It's just not going to be active. So yeah, I think 2 or 3 is good. I think 4 is a little iffy because again, it is a brick in hand. And we have 3 Buena Festas. So basically 2k counter. I rarely play this unless it's really early game and maybe I don't have any Gordons or I don't have any Laws in hand, because those are searchable because those are film cards and this is a film search. I believe so is the Ein. So I'm running 10 2Ks in this deck. I'm not running 11 or 12, or no, I think I'm running 11, sorry. So I'm running 1 less than normal decks, but I think 11 is good, especially with how much removal this deck has. I don't think that you really have to worry about it, but I'm just running 3. Then we have 4 Sachi and Penguin, another essential card you got to run. 2k counter, if there are 3 or less Dawn in your field, you may add up to 2 Dawn from your Dawn deck and set it as rested. So yeah, with this, you're getting like really good ramp. This is a card that you, if you have it, you definitely want to play. I feel like with this card, it's like one of the few 2K counters I might play more than I used to counter with it. But yeah, it's just really good ramp. I mean, if again, it was one of those cards that in OP05, Red Purple Law, it was in every deck. It was basically like the kids. So, you know, but also a 2K counter. So again, definitely need to run 4 of these. Then lastly, we have 2 Beppo. So on play / when attacking, if the number of Dawn cards on your opponent's field is greater than the number of Dawn cards on your field, you add up to 1 and add it to your rested. So the nice thing about this is that it's not just an on play, but it's when attacking. I don't play it quite as bit as some of the other cards in this deck, but it is good. I mean, you can play it off leader. Again, you're really maximizing on the 4 cost or less units for this deck. Like, I'm not running the ace. I think that the ace is a cool card to put in, but ideally with the play style that I think I'm trying to achieve, you're kind of trying to use leader ability as much as you can, because you're really trying to capitalize on removal and aggression, because that's what Red Purple Law is all about. But yeah, I don't play this card a whole lot, but again, it is a 1K counter, so it is not a brick, but it's on play and when attacking is pretty solid. So if it's in my hand and I'm able to use it, then I'll go for it and just get that ramp in. But that is the list, guys, so let's go ahead and get into the games.
A few moments later.
Okay, so Enel, and Red Purple Law used to have a really bad matchup into Enel, so this should be interesting. Let's go ahead. You know, we'll keep. Just for now, we'll keep. So it'll be interesting to see how much this has changed. I think that Enel is going to be a lot better in OP07, so we'll see. But just Dawn 2 and pass. There's not a whole lot that we can do. Doesn't look like he can do anything either. Okay. So let's go ahead. Swing into lead. Counters. We'll ramp 1 and pass. Yeah, we can't really bottom deck anything, so might as well just build it up while we can. Okay, good Datsus. God, that card is so gross. But it's okay. We got the 1 Dawn. We're sitting nice. We're going to be a 7. So we'll play the Gordon. Minus that. And let's see. Let's see what we want to do. It's 6. Takes it. Play Shariah. Play Chopper. -3. Boom. Get rid of that. Let's see, we're at less Dawn. 4, 5. 5 cards in hand. Let's do it. Okay. Motherfucker. Twice in a row. Twice in a row, and we'll go ahead and keep it. But you know what? That's okay. You know why? That's okay. Because let's see what we can do. -3,000. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna capitalize on Chopper for sure. Go ahead. Go 5. Trigger. Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and swing the Chopper first, just in case we get beiged. I don't want to get that can attack. That would suck. You already used it. Good to know. Good to know. Let's go ahead and get Bon Clay out. Get that Dawn. Buy the Gadatsu and get that. And we will end our turn. I guess I mean, it didn't have the effect, but it's fine. Gonna go after the chopper. Okay, interesting. I think we actually are gonna go ahead and protect it. He's our engine. Just being able to give that -3, even though it's a blocker. Gonna put the Bon Clay. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. No surprise there. Okay, so it's 8. Can we get rid of it? I think we can. Let's see. 2 and 3. Is it? Yes. Okay, let's do it. Or do I want to keep it out? That's the question. I could play it next turn. Or I could play it this. Let's see. That's a tough one. Okay. Well, let's go ahead. Let's play it now. Get the ramp. Go 5 in the lead. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're not going to attack with it anyway. Because we're going to have to hit him a decent amount, so we're just going to go ahead and pass. Because I'm going to keep it just for its effect. Oh, son of a bitch. Fucking Yamato. Fucking... Okay. We got 2 Gordons now. So that'd be 6. So yeah, exactly 3,000. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay. We could put 2 on chopper and go after the cat curry. Cool. So he's at 5. Okay, we're getting a shit ton of cards out of hand. I like that. Cool. And then we'll do this. Buy Yamato. And let's see. At 10. Get our hand refreshed. Perfect. We'll go ahead and pass. He's going to go all in on that chopper. Well, not all in, but he's for sure gonna get. And yeah, we'll let it go. Oh man, you know, I'm gonna do it. I don't know. That may have. I guess we'll see if it works out. We can play Kid and Killer now, so I think we got this, guys. I think we got it. Because we got to hit him 3 times. Got 2 cards in hand. So let's see if we can do it. 6. So boom, boom. 7. Oh, okay. And he's gonna have to take that. Let's see, we got a trigger. Okay. And yep, we're gonna go with that. Cool, cool. I mean, if it's a beige, we're good. Or if it wants to KO something, that's totally fine. Yep, that's cool. That is perfectly okay. Oh yeah. And then there we go. Yeah, that Kid and Killer just helped us. But yeah, there's a lot of removal. We removed a Katakuri, removed a Yamato, and they got the life gain. But I don't know. I think trashing the life was the right call. Just because late game, I didn't really want to delay the game even more. But let's go ahead and go to round 2. Okay, Oden. I haven't played too much against this deck, so it should be interesting. You know what? We'll keep. We got some decent stuff that we can do, at least starting out, so we'll keep. So he's playing red. Get the raise max out, and then we'll pass. I know that this is kind of iffy to get it out, especially going against red. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of, but oh well, it's fine. Okay. Let's go ahead, go 5 into lead. Counter. Okay. Play Bond Clay. Boom, boom, boom. That. Play the Zoro. Takes it. It looks like, according to the rules, your character cards with the type Land of Wano without a counter have plus 1,000. Or have plus 1,000. Interesting. If you have a cost 5 or greater, this leader gets plus 1,000 power until the start of this turn. Okay, and you did it again. So yeah, we're obviously not going to do that. But still got the Zoro though. Still got the Zoro. So let's see. Maybe go 7-7 just to get him down to 5. We'll see. So go 7-7, and then hopefully he goes to 2, and then pull out the Kid and Killer, and bottom that. Takes it. Dope. Okay. Get rid of that. Get this boy out. Go another 7. Okay. Do we have a trigger? Okay. And we'll go ahead and pass. So he's probably for sure going to swing. Going to go after the Kid. Yeah. Oh, he jet pistoled it. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That was his turn. Okay. Let's see what we want to do, guys. I just want to go 8. Get cards. Do I want to go 8? Do I want to go... Yeah, do I want to go 8? Swing with Zoro. Or get Zoro out. Let's see. now he has like he's got 3 cards in hand. So we're kind of keeping him on his toes. But now, unfortunately, we're only going to have 2 Dawn. Oh, wow. He's going all in. Playing the Fire Fist. But we're going to get cards back. Awesome. Oh, he's got the Yamato. Okay. Gross. Well. He's got no cards in hand. Sadly, we can't play anything. So, yeah. We're just going to swing out. Gonna pass. Yeah. I haven't seen that Yamato in a minute. So we'll see what happens. It is going to get that buff. It's going to get plus 1,000. Not that it matters. Got all 1Ks in hand. He's going in. Yeah. So sadly, I'm going to banish that. So is he going to play something? No, he's not. Okay. Interesting. I mean, got 4. So I was about to say, does he have it? But yeah, I haven't played against this deck too much, so it's interesting, but I've heard a little bit about it. But yeah, I mean, he was pretty much just playing catch up the entire game. Towards the end, it was kind of weird. We didn't have we had a pretty good sized hand, so we could counter out of whatever. But yeah, our board was definitely not as big as the game against Enel, but cool. That was a really fast game. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Okay, red, yellow, Saba. Let's do this. We'll keep. We're going first. Okay. Gonna draw. Okay, the Revolutionary Army build. Okay. I haven't played against too many of the Rev Army builds, so this should be interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead. Go 5. Takes it. Don't like that. So get Shariah out. Let's go ahead. Boom, boom, boom. Get rid of that. Let's get Sachi and Penguin out, and we'll pass. That way we can get some ramp. We'll go to 4, like we went second. We'll take it. And it'll probably, oh no, he's not going to attack. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to get rid of something. Just not too sure yet which one's more annoying. Probably, well, they're both really annoying, but able to play. Let's go ahead. Get the Gordon. I think we're going to get rid of that. Cool. We have a trigger. Oh. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy out. It's kind of just a race, I feel like, at this point. Probably going to go after the kid and kill it. Yeah, that was to be expected. And that's fine. We'll let it go. Yeah, we'll let it go. We'll go ahead and block. Okay. Yeah, the downside is that, so let's see. Could bottom that. Bottom that, and do we want to play? Let's do it. Go ahead and pass. Yeah, I'm not trying to get that trigger, at least not right now. We'll go ahead and take that. Okay. Let's go ahead and take that. Okay. And we're gonna have to swing. Let's get the Zoro out. Go ahead and go 5 into 5. Got no cards in hand. Interesting. You know, we'll go ahead, swing out. I think we got it. Yep. Interesting. Yeah, that was a really good opportunity because no cards in hand. So swing with Shariah is an instant card. And then, yeah, swing with the Bon Clay. 7K. Even if it's a 2K, still can't do anything about it. So awesome. So yeah, it was getting a little scary. I mean, these being able to basically be unblockable. So it's a little scary, but we were able to pull through. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Looking back, these games went by a lot faster than I had realized. So this deck is really, really fast. Again, if you are new, please like and subscribe. Hopefully I have convinced you to give this deck a chance. We'll see you next time.